This is Kal-Ven Tag and Title Service located at 7000 Bel Air Road, Baltimore, Maryland. Zip code is 21206. Our phone number is 410-668-6000. Hours are Monday through Saturday from 8:30 a.m. to 7. And then Sunday is 10 to 6 or 12 to 6. So you have to call to know. Well, my Google page should tell you our latest hours. Today, I want to talk about transferring a lien on an existing title from out of state on a vehicle over 7 years. Newer vehicles are done at motor vehicle. This is like when someone is relocating to Maryland and they have a vehicle in their name and they want to switch to Maryland. This is what we're talking about here. If your vehicle is 7 years or newer, you must go to motor vehicle. Tag and title people are not authorized to transfer their registration because people like that, the title is not in their name and they have to pay some taxes on the vehicle. So we don't know how they evaluate their tax, but if their sales tax. But if your vehicle is 7 years or older, yes, we evaluate the sales tax based on the book value. Actually, we assess it based on 640. 640, I think that's how they differentiate it because they differentiate it from vehicles that are registered here. 640, when we're taxing them on 640, it means that this is a new resident. And also when you're registering the vehicle, make sure you specify new resident and then put their jurisdiction, okay? So like I said, this is a vehicle that has a lien. It's in the customer's name and this customer is still paying for that vehicle. It's still paying on the vehicle. Yes, the person is still paying on the vehicle. So when they relocate, we have to carry this lien to the new registration. They don't have to go get you a lien release. No, we carry over that lien to Maryland. As long as the lien holder is in my database, I see no reason why I should not carry over the lien. But you have to be careful because a lot of people don't catch it. They see the title and they'll register and they miss the lien. So this is a very sensitive registration. You need to pay attention to the title. If there's no signature on the lien holder, then, I mean, yeah, but you know, where it says lien release, if there's no signature on it and the date of release, do not treat it as a vehicle without a lien. Yeah, when there's no signature next to the lien holder, that means the vehicle is still being, yeah, the loan is still ongoing, okay? So I'm gonna give you an example because I just did one yesterday or 2 days ago and it just kind of touched my mind to let you guys know how to do this. Because when someone brings you a title, all you have to do is to pay attention to that title. You don't just grab it and register. A lot of tag and title people don't know what to collect. They'll just grab and register and they get into trouble. So when you get a customer into your business, sit down and review the title and know what's going on with that title. Find out if there's a lien on the title. If there's a lien, you're going to need the lien release. If they're relocating and they want to carry over the registration, make sure you pay attention that you don't forget to record that lien holder because it's going to be a problem for you. Anyway, to do this, yeah, let me give you an example of a title with a lien on it. That way you guys will understand what's going on. Because a lot of people don't get it. You know, they'll just grab the title and just issue plates without like paying attention to the title. If someone comes to my business, the first thing I do is to say, yeah, can I see the title? The title speaks to me. The title, sometimes people come here and be giving me gist, telling me stories, and the title is telling me something else. I say, can you hold on? Let me tell you what this title is telling me. Oh, I bought this vehicle from this person and this person sold it to me. It's not what the title is speaking to me. It's telling me. So let me tell you, and people come here and be arguing. I said, I'm telling you what the title is telling me, and you're telling me you bought a car from an individual, and your paperwork is telling me you bought this vehicle from a dealer. So if you bought it from a dealer and your name is not on this title, I cannot help you. Take the paperwork back to the dealer. Let the dealer prepare the paperwork the right way. People come here and be arguing with me and be telling me it's an individual. Anyway, that's by the way. Anyway, I'm gonna show you this title. You see here, I don't want to bring it close because I'm trying to protect the customer's information and also the lender's information. Okay. See, on this title, this is a Virginia title. On it here, you see the lien holder. I see the lien holder is right here. If you're not careful, you think it's an individual and you register the vehicle. The lien holder, I see the lien holder here. And then on here, it hasn't been signed off. And then this is the customer's name here. This is the customer's name is right here. And then this is the lien holder. And you see here, there's no signature on it. So when you see a title like this, that means that vehicle is still paying on the vehicle. I mean, the customer is still paying on the vehicle. There's a lien on it. So this guy came in, presented this title to me, and I looked at it and said, oh, where's the lien release? Oh, I'm still paying on the vehicle. It's okay, no problem. So this is his information. This is the lien holder. If you miss it, you get into trouble. So, and remember when they bring you this title is in their name. So they don't have to use this assignment of ownership. They don't have to fill out anything. They'll just hand you the title and you register the vehicle. So you have to go by what's on this title. What this title is telling you is what you're going to go by in registering that vehicle. So make sure you protect the lien holder, carry over this lien holder to the next registration, which is what we're going to do. I will explain to you later. And then here is the customer's name. So in this case, since there's a lien on it, I'm carrying this lien over to Maryland. And if you check in your system and you don't see this lien holder information, you cannot proceed with that registration because that lien holder must be recorded. Make sure the address is exactly as it is on this title. The name, the address, if there's no LLC, if this one has got LLC and the one you see in your system does not have an LLC and the address is the same, call the lender and have them verify they are the same company, because without an LLC it's a different company, and with the LLC it's a different company. So make sure the information is correct. So if you go into your system, make sure you check the exact name, exact address, everything is correct, you proceed. Don't go and give it to another same company with a different location. Make sure that address is the lien holder you add to this registration. Anyway, that's bygone. That's the title. And also, when people are coming into Maryland, remember the mileage on the title is gonna be the mileage it had when the person registered the vehicle. So when they're coming in, we want to know the current mileage. So in order to do so, we give them odometer disclosure. I'll give the customer odometer disclosure to tell me what the current mileage is. You might register a car, maybe the first time you registered the vehicle was like this one. Now this one, he registered it when it was 93. And then when I now registered the vehicle, when he came to me and I gave him odometer disclosure, the mileage was now 170. So make sure, tag and title people, some people are like careless. They don't know what they're doing. They will register this mileage. That's incorrect. You tell them to declare the odometer. You give them VR197. VR197 is a odometer disclosure statement, meaning this person will state the mileage, put the year, make, and model of the vehicle. Don't worry about the seller section. You just do the buyer section, you know, which is you. So they put the date, put your name, your address, and then sign. Yeah, you sign, print your name, address, and then put the date of this statement. And then once you finish, I'm gonna give you the pin copy as your copy, you know, that you declare the mileage. So that's about the mileage. And then the next thing I'm gonna need is VR. The system is gonna generate VR005. This is application for certificate of title. This is you applying for a Maryland title. It looks like this. By the time I must have collected all this information, the system will populate this application. And then when I give it to you, all you gotta do is to verify that the information on this title is correct, the mileage, everything, the price, and then you sign for me. Make sure your address is the same. I mean, it matches. Otherwise, if it's different, you have to change it before I proceed with the registration, because our system does not update new addresses, you know, that we put in the system. So the next form I'm going to give the customer will be VR129. VR129 is Maryland Temporary State Inspection Waiver. This is this person coming to me for 30 days. Remember, he's switching his out-of-state plates, like Virginia to Maryland. So when you're switching your Virginia plate to Maryland, if you did not use your Virginia plate to go do Maryland safety inspection, I will give you VR 129 to you're not going to complete it. Once I must have entered all this information in the system, my system will generate this one. And then when I give it to you, the expiration date is gonna be right here. All you have to do is, I'll tell you that you have until this day to get inspected. So if you agree, I'll have you to sign, date, and print your name on this. I'm gonna need auto insurance. Auto insurance, remember, I see a lot of people come here and be arguing with me. If you're relocating to Maryland, switch your insurance to Maryland. You can't have Maryland plates and you be driving with Virginia insurance. A customer came here, I told him, he said, Kathleen, no, don't worry. It's okay for me to drive with my Pennsylvania, I think it was North Carolina. This guy got insurance violation. I told him, I said, yeah, I told you. The system does not see the insurance. We don't see your insurance here because it's in another state. You have to switch your insurance to Maryland. Otherwise, you'll be flagged for insurance violation. And what is this fine? It's $150 when MVA gets the notification that this vehicle is not insured. And then $7 per day until the vehicle is finally insured. Maryland driver's license. Some people come here without Maryland driver's license. They come in here with their out of state. So for someone coming here without switching their license to Maryland, I'll request for a Sanders number. But what I'm talking about here is that person walking in here with their Maryland driver's license If you don't have a Maryland license, I'll request for what's called Maryland Sanders, meaning MVA. I'll give you a form to fill out, VR 005. Which is you applying for a Maryland title with a copy of your license. I'll forward it to MVA. MVA will assign you a Maryland driver's license number, pending when you switch your license. But remember, I charge to do this. So some people, I didn't used to charge, but sometimes I'll get the number. People will walk away. They don't come back to me. So I don't waste my time. So if you come into me, you have to pay me. Maryland safety inspection. If you use your Virginia plate to inspect the vehicle when you come into me, you only complete 2 forms. You complete VR 005 and then VR 197. This is odometer disclosure and title application form. The only time you complete VR 129 is if you don't have the inspection. But if you have the inspection, you don't complete 129. You only complete this one and register your vehicle for 1 year or 2 years. Like I said, if you have the Maryland safety inspection, you will not fill out VR 129. I will now register the vehicle for 2 years or 1 year. Whatever the number of years you want, my system will flip it 1 or 2 years. Things to pay attention when registering this vehicle. When you're registering this vehicle, you got to be careful. Make sure the vehicle is not salvage. Yes. Make sure it's not salvage. Because some states will put, okay, for Virginia, I think I've seen, how did they do their salvage? Some of them will put S. It might not spell salvage on this title. It will say S. They'll give you the odometer, they'll give you the brands, and then they'll break it down on the title. Pennsylvania will use O for actual mileage. Reconstructed will be salvage for Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania will print it here. I think Virginia is the same thing. They will print it here. It will say salvage or will say rebuild salvage or whatever the announcement is. So when you get the title, you must study it. Because sometimes the system might not even give you an error, being a vehicle coming from out of state. So you have to be careful because finally, if you register that vehicle, the system will flag it. They will catch it and then they will come to you and query you how you were able to register the vehicle. So pay attention to the title. Tag and title people are not authorized to register salvage. So if the vehicle is salvage, send the person away or you have them complete some forms and then you walk it in, take it to MVA. We are not authorized to process. But being out of state, be careful because sometimes the system might take it and MVA department, the national database, system will catch it and flag it. And when it flags it, they come into your office to query you. So be careful. So some states will write salvage boldly on it. That's for a vehicle that's involved in an accident. And some of them, when it's gone through the inspection, they'll just put salvage. They'll put salvage here. And some states will put S, only S. Only S. And if you look around it, you will see they'll break down the codes. And then when you match that code, it's going to say salvage. So be careful when you register. You have to pay attention to this title because this title is coming from out of state. So whatever you tell it, if they catch it, they're coming into your office, they come into your business to query you. And that's a problem for your business. So make sure the mileage, yeah, it says actual, and then when you're registering the vehicle, you say actual. Next one is verify the make, model of the vehicle to make sure it coincides with this. When you put the mileage, the VIN number in the system, make sure what the system is pulling up for you matches with this paperwork. I've had some that the system you put like 2004, system will give you 2008. So make sure the year, make, and model matches with what the system is pulling up. If it's pulling up something else, something is wrong with that title. You need to put the VIN number again, because sometimes I've done it before whereby the system gave me a wrong VIN number, and then when I put it like 3-4 times, the system now put the right vehicle. So make sure, don't really trust the system. Make sure you're matching your paperwork. If it's not the right VIN, check it again, put it again. Keep putting it, you see the system will put the actual vehicle. So make sure the make and model matches. Also check the odometer code. Yes, this one says actual here. So make sure when you register the vehicle, you select actual. Some of them will say not actual. Virginia will say not actual. When it says not actual, check it there. Make sure it says not actual. Don't register a vehicle that is not actual here. Make it actual, because the system will pick it and they're coming for you. Record the lien holder. Don't forget, as you're registering this vehicle, some people will it will lose their mind. They forget. What I normally do when I have a vehicle like this, immediately I put the customer's license number and he puts the information. The first thing I do is go quickly and secure this lien. I'll go ahead, find the lien holder, make sure it's in my system, and then record it. And then I proceed with the rest of the registration. Make sure the weight of the vehicle. Some titles don't have the weight of the vehicle. Some of them will have it and some of them don't have it. So when because some people will, the system will default to 3,700 and they'll go through with it. And actually in the recent, the vehicle is over 3,700. So pay attention to the title. Title is your guide. If they give you bill of sale, don't use any bill of sale. This is exactly what it says here is what to do. The only difference here is the mileage. Mileage, you give them the odometer disclosure for them to state what the current mileage is. And then you register the vehicle based on this mileage. Otherwise, some people will forget and they'll start putting the mileage that's on the title. No. Ask what the current, because you see the issue date, see the time the person registered the vehicle. It's been like 4 or 5 years ago. So the mileage is higher now. So all you have to do is to make sure they fill out the odometer disclosure VR 197 and then use this for the mileage. So for the weight, if the title, I've had some that the title doesn't have the weight of the vehicle. So it's your job to go online, go to Google, type what is the gross vehicle weight for so and so vehicle, and the system will tell you. And then you know whether it's over 3,700 or minus. Because I've been getting a lot of vehicles that are under 3,700 and they're actually over 3,700. So be careful, because that affects the registration. You're robbing MVA. I mean, yeah, you're robbing MVA of their money. So, and if they catch you doing this, they're coming to you. So after I must have gathered all this information and I've registered the vehicle, like I said, I will print these 2 forms. I'll print them out, give you to sign. You verify the information, make sure address, vehicle, and everything is correct. And then sign and put today's date. This is your plan for a new title. And the second one my system will generate is VR 129. This is the inspection waiver, like you coming to me without the inspection. System will give you the expiration date here. And if you agree, I will make you sign, date, and print. Those are the 2 forms you will complete. Plus this, the odometer disclosure form. And once I must have input all this information, after the system must have printed this, I will have your sticker and I will have the stickers on your plate. I'll put the month on the left side and then I'll put the year on the right hand side. Remember, it's good for 30 days. And once I give you this plate, you have 30 days to go get it inspected. You call around, get schedule for an inspection, and then once they give you a day to take your vehicle there and inspect it, and once it passes, you come back here with the inspection and extend the registration to 1 year or 2 years on that same plate, okay? After this title is processed and I hand you your plates, when you come to me, when you come to Kal-Ven Tag and Title, I always give this registration card holder. It has my information on the back of it. your registration will be here. If I hand you this and I give you this, also I will give you your receipts. The receipt will show the breakdown of what you paid me, and I will attach my complimentary card on that receipt. You have 30 days to get inspected. And then, as for your title, the title will take 5 to 10 business days. It could take up to 15 business days, you know, for it to come in the mail, depending on how busy MVA is. If they're busy, then it will be a bit longer. But if they're not busy, you get your title within this range. Also, I want to mention, when you get your title, remember you came in with a Virginia title, and when I process it, you got Maryland, because we're in Maryland. So we cannot issue you another Virginia title. We issue you Maryland title, because you're switching to Maryland. So we must give you Maryland title. I want to show you what your title will look like when you get it in the mail. So when you get your title in the mail, this is a clean, clear title. You see your name here on the title, and then here you see that lien holder, meaning you are still paying on the vehicle. So once I register the vehicle, continue paying your lien, your loan to the lender. And then once you pay off on your lien, you call the lender and say, look, I've made the last payment. Please send me my lien release. When they send you your lien release will look like this. You will receive something like this in the mail. You will have the signature of the bank, or the institution. It will have the date, and it will have the capacity, meaning the title of the person that signed the title. It will have the person's signature, their capacity, and then it will have the date when that lien was paid off, and then the company name. This one put a stamp on it, you know, the bank put a stamp. So if you don't have the lien release, remember you cannot sell this vehicle to the next person. I also will encourage you to always request for the lien release immediately you pay off on the loan, because sometimes the bank might close or the institution might go bankrupt. Yes, they might file bankruptcy, and then and you go through hell trying to figure out who they sold the lien to. So make sure as soon as you finish paying your loan, you call the lender and say, please, I just sent you my last check. Can you send me the lien release? If you don't request it, sometimes they don't even bother to send it to you. You have to request for it. When you request for it, they'll mail it to you. So if they're mailing it to you for the first time, this is what they will give you. Some of them will mail it to you, and probably you put it away. Oh, I don't know where I put it. And then when you call next time, they're not going to send you the same pink. They're going to do a letterhead with the company logo. They'll write a letter, you know, saying that this lien has been satisfied. They will sign it. They will notarize it. When it's coming as a letterhead, remember it must be notarized. If it's coming as a, as a letterhead, this is the official lien release. If it's coming as a letterhead, there must be a date, signature, notary seal. Original notary seal must be there. The date it was paid off, the title of the person that signed that lien release, the signature. Sometimes they have the printed name must be there so that they'll know who signed this. It might be a title clerk or whatever, but the person will put their position. Make sure there's a seal on it. So when you have that, when you have the lien release, make sure you clip the two together. They go together. If you don't have this, you cannot sell your car. You have this, you have to go get this. They go together. This is like brother and sister, husband and wife. They go together. Some people will put the title separately and they put the lien release. No. Anytime you get the lien release, come to you in the mail, clip the two together. Without the other, you can't sell the vehicle. So this will end this video. I believe I've covered everything. Like I said, if your vehicle is 7 years or newer, you have to go to MVA. Tag and title don't transfer. We don't transfer out of state. We don't transfer out of state vehicles when they are 7 years or newer. The valuation is different. We only can process, we can only transfer when a vehicle is 7 years or older. So anything older we can process. Anything newer, you have to go to MVA. Because when some of them, they don't have the title. Even if you have the title, we still cannot process. You have to go to MVA. Anyway, this will end this video. I believe I've covered everything. Yes, so if you have any questions, please give me a call at 410-668-6000. And if you have any questions, if you can't reach me on the phone, you're free to leave your comment on the comment section. Whatever questions you have, I should be able to answer them accordingly. So that's all about it. So everything, I think I've mentioned everything. So thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Make sure you stay safe in this pandemic, okay? Because this pandemic is very, very serious. After this video, I'm gonna cover everywhere.